Nobody had, right? So you've got 70 people in the team. Nobody knows what to do. What's one of the reasons? Obviously, tech is quite obscure for business people. They don't really understand how it works. So it's very easy to also pretend that things are harder to build than they are. There's also this whole methodology called Scrum that has taken over the tech world. Almost like a religion. This is how we become agile. This is how we become an agile organization. And it has a very, very strict recipe to follow. And I think it's having the opposite effect. Every task is divided into micro tasks. Everyone needs to commit and say, this is how long it's going to take to do even the smallest task. So everyone kind of pretends that it's longer because you don't want to be wrong. There's a lot of rituals, like meeting every day in the stand-up meeting. I've heard that even some people have been asked to hold a plank on the floor while they do the meeting. There's a whole infantilization of the tech workforce. And the result is people are just not doing much. Most of my work has been when I've engaged in freelance projects. And that's why now I'm working as a freelancer, because I feel I actually get to work. So yeah, that's the story.
What do you think is the main driver? You kind of mentioned about this in your book where maybe upper management doesn't even know what's going on, but then middle management wants to justify their salary and their role. And it's like, yeah, I'm managing 70 people and all this stuff. And if that team were to go, or if that project were to fail, maybe that middle manager who's probably making like $500,000 a year, some ridiculous salary, would lose their job. Because you were basically saying in your book that you'd be on a project and your only thing you were doing was lying to make the project seem more like it was actually functioning. That way the team would stay employed, but the manager of that team had incentive financially to lie about that project.
Yeah, that's the most cynical take on middle management, to say they just care about the money they make and that's why they keep doing this. And it's true that the middle management is often measured in terms of how many people, or they say the success of a middle manager is measured in terms of how many people they manage. So they want a large team, right? There's also a little bit of a less cynical take.